Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Shrisha from Trading Explained, and in today's video we are going to talk about those thoughts, emotions and feelings that come into our mind when we are trading and how to control them. Because if you see, these thoughts and emotions, these feelings, all these things, they are the ones that provoke us to take any trades or do mistakes in the markets when the markets are live. So it's extremely important to understand how to control these things, because until and unless you control those emotions, it's very difficult for you to become a trader. So without any further ado, let's get into the video and understand what it's all about. Let's begin. So starting off with the initial thoughts that we have when the markets open at 9:15. Sadly, most of the people think about money. And trust me guys, that's the worst possible thought you can have in the morning when the markets open. Because see, when you think about money, you forget about your system, you forget about your strategy, you forget about your rules, you forget about your discipline, you forget about your patience, you forget about your entries, you forget about your exits, you just forget everything. And that ruins everything. That's where the hell breaks loose. Because when you think about money and forget all these things that you actually need to think upon, you start making mistakes, you start taking the wrong trades. And once you take that wrong trade, that is where the series of mistakes begin. You lose money on that trade, and then your thoughts are, now I need to recover the money I lost on this trade. That is not how you need to think. But then again, you just lost money and you are angry about it. You are like, how can I lose money in the first minute of trading? In the first 5 minutes of market open, I cannot do that. I need to recover what I just lost. So you search for trades instead of waiting for trades to come to you. You start searching for trades, you start looking if I am getting any opportunity, and then you open up everything. You open cash segment, you open commodity segment, you open futures and options. You just start looking for everything, and that is not what you should be doing, right? You should have one particular forte, like you should be trading only cash, like become the master of the cash. Or you should be doing only FNO. If you're doing that, just do that. If you're doing commodities, just do commodities, just master one particular thing. But when you make that first wrong trade, all of these things go for a toss, and you start looking for opportunities wherever you find. You open up Twitter to see if anyone is giving any trade. You open up Telegram to see if anyone is giving any trade. And if you don't find anything, if you just don't find anything, you will just randomly punch anything that comes into your mind. You will just see any pattern that is not even existing, and you will feel it's going to work, and you punch that trade in just hope of recovering the money that you lost on previous trade. And this happens to everybody. This has happened to me. This probably happens to each and every person who trades market. And how do you counter this thing? Like, there's a way to counter it, right? There's a way to get out of this mud. There's a way to get out of this whirlpool that keeps going on and doesn't let you go. So the number one thing about your thoughts is to keep money aside. Like, until and unless the money part is playing with you, it's very difficult to make money in markets. I know it's difficult to accept it, but let me give you an example to make this more clear. Let's say you are watching a cricket match. Virat Kohli is about to hit his century, and now if I ask you whether this guy is playing to make 100 runs, or is he playing because he enjoys it, is he playing because he wants it, is he playing because that is what his passion is, what would your answer be? Your answer would be this one, right? He enjoys it. He wants to play cricket. Is not making 100 because he wants to make 100. That's the exact same thing that goes with us when we are trading. Like, when we are trading in markets, it's not about making money. Like, just relate now making money to making century, and the other thing to the other thing. Like, if you see, the intention is to never make money. It's to find the best trades. It's to find the best chart. It's to trade that best chart in the best possible way, and the rest is the outcome. The money is the outcome that will just follow you. But what we do the exact opposite thing. We have money first in our mind. So just like any batsman, if any batsman goes to ground and thinks about, I want to make a century because I just want to make it, will he ever make a century? The answer is no. And same goes to us with in trading profession, in any profession for that matter. So if you are having that money thought in your mind and not getting why am I losing in markets despite having the basic knowledge or even the advanced knowledge, I guess it's not about knowledge anymore. It's about understanding the fact that you are yourself messing up with your psychology. Money is okay, but that is always the outcome. So how do we handle these thoughts? Like, emotions are there when you punch a trade. Any professional trader, even no matter how big a trader is, he is going to have those emotions. So how do professional traders handle those emotions? What I personally do is I just don't look at the M2M that is fluctuating. I just keep it aside. I just look at the chart. I wait for my chart first. Like, I don't punch random trades the moment the market opens. I wait for it. Sometimes I have to wait 2 hours or 3 hours for my trade. So I wait for it. Waiting part is most important. You just have to wait it. You just have to wait for it. And after waiting for 2 and 3 hours, you know the moment chart appears in front of you, the trade appears in front of you, cannot say, okay, now I have waited 3 hours, now I should wait 15 minutes more to see what's happening. No, when the trade is there, you need to punch it. If the trade is not there, you can sit, you can do whatever you want, but that when the moment trade appears, you cannot say, let me just wait 5 minutes for confirmation. No, the trade is gone then. So you have to train your mind in that way that, okay, if the trade is coming, I need to trade it immediately. And if the trade is not there, I'll probably watch Netflix. No one's stopping you. And this is important. This is important. People do not understand this. People think punching 50 trades a day is what called trading. No, I don't agree with that. Most professional traders that I know do not take more than 10 trades a day. Like, they just are chilled out with their strategies and systems, and whenever the trade is there, they will just punch it. And if the trade is not there, they will just do time pass. They will just wait for it. What happens is, when we enter a trade, okay, when even I enter a trade, what are those thoughts that I encounter the moment I enter? My first thing is to place stop loss. Now, how do I place stop loss? I trade Bank Nifty majority of the time. So for me, placing stop loss is the ultimate thing. And my entries are such that placing stop loss, if I do not place my stop loss and if I'm wrong on my entry, then the market will go against me in a ferocious way. And I'm going to lose much more than I, initially thought I would be losing. So it's very important for me to place my stop loss initially outright without thinking about anything. So the moment I enter a trade, the next second I place my stop loss, and once my stop loss is placed, I am mentally, at peace, because I know I am not going to lose anything more than what I have actually chose to lose, because this is my entry point, this is my stop loss, and there's no way market is going to make me lose more than this gap. And this is what mental peace means when you're trading. So once I get that mental peace, it takes 4-5 seconds for me to place a stop loss depending on the number of orders or whatever it is there. But on an average, 2-3 seconds, 4 seconds, once I place that stop loss, I am at peace. I don't care now where the market goes. I do not think about making money. Let me tell you that. If my trade is there, I will just think about two things. Number one, let me place my stop loss. Let me just have that risk defined, and then let me see what reward I can get for this risk. So I actually target somewhere between 1:3 or 1:4 or 1:5. I do not accept anything below 1:3. So until and unless I get 1:3, I do not think anything. I don't get out of the market. Now, it's intriguing at some times to take and run with those profits, but no, that is where the discipline part comes in. You have to trust the market. You have to trust the chart. So what are those emotions? Like, I am a human, I am a trader, and I still have emotions. Like, we all have emotions. The thing is, we just cannot hide them. So what are those emotions? The moment I enter, as I said I focus on putting that stop loss into system. And if the market takes that stop loss, there are two things that happen after that. Either the market takes that stop loss or it goes in my favor. There's no third option, right? So if the market takes that stop loss, I am mentally ready to accept that stop loss, because I am the one who gave market that stop loss. I am the one who defined that risk. I am the one who told market that, okay, you can take this much from me. I take care of that. Risk management is important. So I only give markets what I can afford to give. And then the second thing, if it goes in my favor, to be honest, it's very intriguing to just take away whatever we are getting. Like, 10 points, 15 points, 20 points, just take away and run. No. Although those thoughts come into my mind as well, after so many years of trading, it just doesn't go away, because we are humans, we are born up, we are raised that way, so it doesn't go away just like that. But that is where the emotional control and self-control part comes in. Like, you just can't go away, you just have to wait for it. So until and unless I get my 1:3, 1:4, I am not going anywhere. And once my targets are like, they are more of level based, but I see they coincide with my risk reward as well. So if let's say my target has achieved, and now I will, after target is getting achieved, 1:3 and 1:4, or all the targets are getting achieved, I will just exit out. I will not wait for markets to give me more. Greed kicks in, it just messes up with your brain, and then you lose the shit. So I just exit out there. But let's say if for one of my target is level based, and it is, let's say, 1:2, it is coming out to 1:2. So at that point, what I'll do is I'll trail my stop loss. I will not exit, because 1:3, I'm not getting 1:3 yet, but the level is acting as resistance, let's say. So I do not want to now lose what I initially risked. So I will trail my stop loss to something above cost. I will not keep it to cost, because then I have to pay brokerage and taxes from my pocket. I don't want that. So I will trail it to above cost. So even if it gets hit, I am not losing anything. So the basic thing is about understanding that markets are not about making or losing money, but about taking those trades and enjoying them. If you do not enjoy taking those trades, man, why are you even here? Like, if you are here for making money, it's not going to work out for you. I'm sorry, but no, I enjoy taking those trades. That's the reason I am making money. If you're not enjoying those trades, if you're not enjoying the charts, that is, the fluctuation of charts, the volatility, the price action, if you're not enjoying all of this, then what's the point of being a trader? People think traders make a lot of money because they want to make a lot of money. No, it's not like that. Well, it's not the other way as well. Like, no trader is there कि ऐसा नहीं है कि पैसा बनाना ही नहीं है. No, everyone loves money, everyone wants to make money, but money is the secondary part. It's the outcome part that we do not look at. The everything, rest of the everything, the price action, the system, the fluctuations, the volatility, the charts, that is what interests us. That is what I am interested in personally when I am trading, and I focus on winning. I focus on winning big when I win, and if I'm losing, that's okay. I know I'm going to lose at some point. So if I'm losing, I just focus on keeping those losses small. So yes, those thoughts and emotions and feelings are all there. The greed is there, the fear is there, but you need to take care of that. Like, I do not have fear about losing money anymore. I used to have a lot about, that fear of losing money used to be inside me every time. But how did I cope up with it? I just found a way that, okay, this is my risk. I need to risk only this much. I cannot risk above this much, because if I risk something about this, then I will start getting the fear. So until I set a mark for myself that I'm not losing more than this much of capital on one trade. So I am fine with that. The comfort zone, find your comfort zone. If you're fine losing 1,000 rupees on one trade, start risking 1,000 rupees. But if you're not fine losing 300, and if you're putting a trade up for 1,000 rupees, then that's going to make you uncomfortable. That's going to bring in the fear and greed inside of you. So find your comfort zone first of your capital, that okay, I am fine losing 200 rupees. Then bet on 200 only. No matter how small it is. Like, trading is exponential. It is like it grows up very fast later on. So don't look at the numbers. If you are fine with 200, risking 200, just do that. But let's say if you are fine with, you're comfortable with risking 200, but you are taking a risk of 500, that's just going to make you panic. That's where the mistake is doing. That's where you are doing the mistake. Like, just if you're comfortable with 200, do 200. Who's telling you to do 500? So second thing is, keep the money aside. Just do it for the thrill. I do it for the thrill. I just do it because I love it. I play it as a game. Like, I literally play it as a video game. And because I play it as a video game, I guess it's way easier to trade markets. Like, the moment you start thinking of markets as a video game, the moment you start thinking about the money as some digital currency of a game, it becomes very easy for you to trade markets, because then you do not have feelings. They just disappear on its own. Because when you're playing a game, let's say you are playing a Mario and you're collecting those coins, it does not matter to you whether you're gaining 10,000 coins or losing 200 coins or 5,000 coins or whatever, because they are currency. They are the kind of currency that's not going to come to you or go out of from your pocket. So keep it that way. Like, although it is real, you have to keep it that way, so it becomes very easy for you to trade in markets. So yes, thoughts, feelings, emotions, it's there, it's in everyone. We just cannot dump them. But the thing is, you have to take self control. You have to take control of yourself. You have to at some point take control of your thoughts. You have to at some point take control of your all those feelings and emotions, and only after you that, then it becomes easy to trade markets. Like, it's still not easy, but it becomes relatively easy. So that was it for this video. I am not sure what I talked the entire video, because I was just speaking my heart out about the topic. I just don't write notes and then read them and speak it out for you. That's not my way. I just talk about the topic and I talk about what I feel about. So that was just dil se nikal raha tha jo bhi, I was just talking about it. So if you enjoyed, just make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, because I keep coming back with such videos that relate to trading, and everything that revolves around trading you will find on this channel. So make sure to subscribe and watch my other videos as well. There's a lot of content on trading over there, so you can watch there. And I will see you in some other video. Bye bye, take care, peace out.